Ready?
Ready.
Cheers.
Oh,
Don't knock it over, Larry.
cheers.
We can do this.
We can do it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, Larry and I are sitting down. We're going to answer a bunch of your questions. This is going to be a very long, very casual, chill, cozy Q&A.
Hey.
We worked on this setup, guys. We did some work, and I am loving it. I think this is going to be a new Q&A spot.
Ooh.
It'll change per season.
Yes.
That will be fun.
Yeah.
So thank you, first of all, so much for sending in so many amazing questions. We have a ton of them. I've taken screenshots, and we're just going to go through them. So grab yourselves some tea, coffee,
hot chocolate,
water, whatever beverage you would prefer. Snacks, if you want some snacks. So let's begin, shall we? The little man is taking his afternoon nap, which gives us the perfect opportunity to sit down and film this very long Q&A.
do some questions.
Yes. Question number 1. This is all you, babe.
Uh-oh.
It's a 3-part question. What is your favorite thing about, oh, this is for me, it's about you. What is your favorite thing about Larry as a dad, as a husband, and as an individual? I like that question. I just kicked the camera, I think. Okay, so my favorite thing about Larry as a dad,
Better than kicking the bucket.
yeah, is how patient he is and how engaged, patient and engaged, how you play with him and tickle him and make him laugh, but mostly patience. I have never seen Larry yell at Liam once. He'll, if Liam's doing something that he shouldn't be doing, he'll get down and kind of say, hey bud, come over here. No, like firmly, and explain why. But he's just so patient. And with a toddler, if you have a toddler, you guys know it can be a challenge.
He's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy. So I would say Larry is just, you're the best dad.
Thanks
Truly.
for that.
I was just telling Angela on the phone how amazing he is as a dad, so I'm very thankful for that.
She's your best friend.
She is my best friend. I referred to Angela and Hillary as my best friends, and I think people got offended that I called them my best friends instead of just friends. So now I'm like all in my head about what I'm supposed to call them because I have more than one best friend. Angela and Hillary are both my best friends, and it turned into a thing.
Some people thought you should only have
one best friend. Yeah, and I said I have more than one best friend, and then it turned into, why does she even use the term best friends that's like from middle school? And now I'm like self-conscious about how I should word it. Okay, the next one is my favorite thing about him as a husband. He's a wonderful listener.
What?
You listen very well. He doesn't always give me feedback. And then I'm like, can you please say something?
I got yelled for that the other day.
I did. I was having a tough time, and I was venting and venting and venting and venting, and there was like just silence. And I'm like,
Yeah, I knew she was venting, so I
Yeah.
figured I'd let her get it out.
I know. I think that's a common like husband thing or a man thing. Like I think a lot of times what women need to remember, because again, Hillary and I were talking about this, about our husbands, our significant others. And the thing that we realized as women that we need to kind of remember is sometimes you guys might not know what to say, and we just keep going on and on and on, waiting for you guys to reassure us or to say something back, and you don't. So then we get frustrated when you don't. Let me know. Is it like that for you guys in your relationships?
And guys, is there sometimes when you come up with something, anything to say, but the rant continues, and by the time you figure out what it is you wanted to say, that's come and gone, and it's a new topic of rant?
Yeah. I don't know. But I think just my favorite thing is, again, how great you do listen. And yeah, you're very sweet, and you're always there for me.
Thanks.
Even if you don't ever answer your phone if you do leave the house, but
Sometimes I don't even take the phone when I leave the house. She calls me and the phone rings in the next room.
yeah. Oh, I lost the question. Okay, and then my favorite thing about you as an individual.
Ooh.
How smart you are. Intelligent, and your wit. Quick. Rapid fire. Rapid. Somebody can say something, he can turn it into a joke in like less than a second. And it is the funniest thing. He's just super quick. He can talk to anybody and everybody. So those are my things that are my favorite things about you.
Well, thank you for that questions,
It was a great question.
and thank you for your answers.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I wonder if they're going to want to have you answer the same thing in reverse. I feel like I was just going to skip it, and I'm like, if we skip it, they're going to be like, well, we didn't get to hear Larry's version of that question. So we're going to flip that question. Okay, so Larry, what is your favorite thing about me as a mom?
As a mom, she always knows. She's a first-time mom, by the way, but she always knows what the little guy needs. It's uncanny. It's like she has this big radar screen, and she sees the blip coming from like a million miles away getting closer, and she automatically knows what she needs to do, what she needs to get in order to do it, and then how to do it once it gets there.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
And then my favorite, or your favorite thing about me as a wife?
You just enjoy everything that I enjoy, and want to go for a walk? Sure. Want to go for a ride? Sure. Want to go to Hobby Lobby? Sure. But I'm serious. It's we have the same thing. She's not one of these that says, well, we can go to Hobby Lobby, but we have to stop at Ulta and Marshalls, and it's like, oh, really? We just decide where we're going to go, and we go. And then if we're driving past something and we think, oh, that looks cool, we'll turn around and go back and check it out. Some people would say, that's not on the agenda, I don't want to do that. Well, we go and do it.
Also very true.
Yes.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
And your favorite thing about me as an individual?
Oh, just, you're so easy to get along with.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right, this next question is, do you have a preferred gender for the next embryo? I know you'll be happy with either, of course. Let me rewind that question before Liam. I had a preferred gender. What was your response?
It's always the same. I don't care as long as he or she is healthy.
Yes, which is so wise because I'm exactly in that spot now. I don't care, boy or girl. I am just so thankful that we have an embryo that is healthy, and all we care about, all I care about especially, Larry has already said I'll speak for myself, but healthy, that's it. Once you've gone through, I think, what we have, which is the struggle of it might not even happen, it's like, I don't care. I have no preference, just God, please give me another baby. That's it. So, that's where we're at. Okay, so this one is for readers asking what we are reading for the month of June. So I started like a book club, a very simple book club over on Instagram. I talk about it here also on YouTube. And if you have missed it, is The Unhoneymooners, which is a really cute read. I have started it. And I am also reading A Court of Mist and Fury through the month of June. But this is our book pick. Larry, do you want to share what book you are reading for the month of June?
For the month of June, Beyond the Black Box, The Forensics of Airplane Crashes. I'm familiar with car crashes. I've had a little bit of exposure to some plane crashes, but this compared the cars immensely more detailed. So there's a lot of math and stuff in here, but it's a great read for me anyway. So that's what I'm currently working on. Almost done.
Yeah, he told me yesterday, he was like, I need something a little lighter on the next read. And I'm like, ooh, is it really dark? Like a lot of death or whatever? He was like, it's just really heavy in math and like numbers and calculations and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. That can be intense.
Yeah, melting points of metals and all kinds of different thicknesses. And
maybe you'll get a book to read for June for Father's Day.
Maybe
Liam may have gotten something.
Oh, he's pretty good at picking stuff out.
He is very good
Yeah.
at that. What are you thinking on school for Liam? I have a 2-year-old and FL schools scare me. I assume you're saying Florida schools scare you. So we have talked about it on and off, but we really haven't come to a squared away, like that's it, final decision. I don't know if it's Florida schools. Like, we're not familiar enough with Florida school systems though.
Yeah.
Because we are familiar with Ohio school systems. Those can be scary too. My senior year got delayed over and over and over because of bomb threats over and over and over again. And every time somebody did it, we all had to go out to the stadium. The school had to be checked. It was a constant thing. I was at one point leaning more towards homeschooling, And now I'm almost leaning more towards sending him to school so that he has that school experience. He meets friends, and not that he wouldn't if he's homeschooled, because there's things that you can do when you're homeschooling too. I'm still really torn about it, honestly, but I almost feel like too, if he comes to us one day and he's like, Mom, I don't like public school, or, you know, school, like I don't like it, can you please homeschool me? Then that's when Larry and I will talk about it, and then we'll bring him home. I don't know, we're still over talking about it. What are your thoughts, hon?
The same. You think, well, we have a few years yet to decide on this. Well, if the next 3 years goes as fast as the last 2 years goes, we're going to be behind when it comes time to make that decision. But we've looked into some area schools. Some are better than others, which is typical for, I think, any region.
Yeah.
But we'll narrow it down. We'll get them all crossed and dotted and everything, and make a informed decision based on what information the counties or the cities provide us with.
Yeah. It is kind of stressful. My advice is to just do your research, talk to the doctors in your local area, see if they have any recommendations. Just talk to people in your local area about recommendations. That's what I did.
Go to the libraries for the kids' reading time, talk to the other parents, go to the playgrounds, talk to the parents there.
I got a lot of school recommendations from my park mom friend that we meet once a week. She gave me a lot of insight on other schools in the area, so that was nice.
Because each parent is going to have a different topic or something that's going to be high on their list that they've looked into that you may not even think about.
Okay, this next question is a good one, and it's something that I literally struggle with often and battle it kind of. The question is, do you think you'll ever show Liam on the internet again? So, like, I would love to. I miss it. But then it's, I'm like, the moment I do, if we do, I'm afraid something bad will happen. I still share him, but I don't share, like, you see side profiles and maybe little glimpses here and there, but I'm all over the board with that.
And if you do see an image of him, it's usually one that we've taken before that's already been exposed.
Yeah, younger
yeah.
images of him, that we have
And they'll
shared
say, oh my
openly.
God, you put his picture. Well, it's one that's already gone. And
I do want to talk about that for a quick second, is if we ever did share him again, I know there would be people that may be upset and say, you said you weren't going to share him anymore. And I want to say something very crucial. All of us in life are allowed to change our minds about everything and anything. Say you found your dream job, but 10 years down the line, you're like, I really don't like this, but everybody thought it was your dream job and you were perfectly happy, but you went and changed it. Well, you're not allowed to change it now. That's your dream job. No, you are allowed to change it. We are all allowed to change our minds. You know what I mean? So it's something that Larry always says, never say never and seldom say always. I don't think that we'll never ever not share him again. It's possible, but I'm also still in that very deep protection mode, and I know you are too.
And it wasn't just one day we decided, well, you know what, he's been on quite a bit, let's not put him on anymore. No, people were taking images, they were taking videos, they were creating their own accounts and trying to pass it off as his account or our account.
Yeah, that I was the one in control of the accounts, and I wasn't.
That wasn't the case. So it's not just that, one day we decided, well, we've seen too much of him, we're gonna keep him to ourselves now. No, it was people doing stuff that they should have never have done.
And truly though, when I meet you guys, when Larry and I get to meet you guys in real life, in person, so sweet, so loving. You guys ask about Liam, how he's doing, and you are genuinely the sweetest, caring people ever. And that's who I would love to openly share with. There's this teeny tiny 1% that, you know, when they say there's that 1% that ruins it for the rest of us, and then new rules go into place at school because one person did something, or it's kind of like one of those situations. But yeah, I would love to. I would love to open it back up again all the way. I'm just honestly, as a mom, scared. I will just put it out there, scared. So I also think the bullying of a child online is really cruel and awful too. The things that people were saying about Liam, I'm that is so cruel. So it was more of like a protection thing overall, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, he does have a seriously keen interest in the camera. He's always, if he was here right now, he'd be right here up in it, trying to touch it, trying to get his face in it, trying to be right there. And obviously it's because he's curious and it's a screen. But, you know, one day when maybe he's a little bit older and he's like, Mommy, Daddy, can I be on your camera? Can I be on camera? We'll
Think about it.
look at things. So I'm not gonna sit here and say no, never again, but I will say, sadly, the cruel people on the internet ruined that. I look at old vlogs of us just being, and I am kind of going back to that though. I am kind of, it's sprinkled in there. Liam is sprinkled in there. I still share him, it's just not as much. But I do miss those old, calmer, simpler times, but I feel like we're getting back to that. I really do. I feel it. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, so why don't you let your viewers know when there won't be a video? This is a good question. Also, I'm sorry if I have offended you guys by not letting you know.
She doesn't even let me know.
Until he asked, did you upload a video? Here's the real explanation on this. I'm a very structured uploader. You know, I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. There are times though where I feel like I fail in my schedule and I miss a video and then I'll miss another 2 videos and then I'm like, so then I'm constantly having to let you guys know, hey, I'm missing a video on Monday, and then a week goes by, I'm missing a video on Wednesday, and I'm missing another video here and another video there, and then it becomes just annoying if I keep missing. So it's almost like a lack of pressure on myself, I guess you could say, where I don't,
Well, hang on.
maybe I should just let you guys know if I'm missing a video because I've been doing well. I've been
Yes.
uploading consistently. So I'll let you guys know. I promise I will let you know if there's missed videos.
And depending upon where we're at in our journey, there's day after day drives all across town for appointments and blood work and this, that, and the other thing. And sometimes there's just not enough time in the day.
Yeah. And I really don't like editing when Liam is awake. And sometimes I have to do it. But see, what we're doing now is filming while he's napping. But I'm going to have to edit this for you guys to see tomorrow. So when he wakes up from his nap, I'm gonna be editing the whole rest of the day. And when that happens, I'll move into the living room so I can still be a part of family. Anyways, okay, this is me telling you guys, I'm sorry that I didn't let you guys know when we had missed videos, because I know in previous years I always used to, but I also never used to really miss a video. It was like 1 in like 4 months that I would miss. That was also pre-Liam, pre-mom, pre-toddler life. And now it happens more often. So naturally I would love to do a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I've been doing much better with that, but for now on, I will let you know over on Instagram if I miss a video, so you guys will know. So thank you also so much for caring and for bringing it to my attention.
Every once in a while, if she misses one, she may pop in a shorter video on a day that
On a
she doesn't
random day.
normally upload.
Yeah. You know what? I kind of get it though. Not that I'm comparing myself to this level at all, because I am not. But like when Gordon Ramsay, our show, comes on and it's not on because they're delayed and something, I
Yeah.
get so mad. I'm like,
Are you serious?
I was so excited. We were so excited. We planned our snacks. We sit down. I turn it on. It's gone. It's not there. They're on a 2-week break. And I'm like, that's annoying. My night is ruined. Obviously, I don't have the effect that Gordon Ramsay has on people, but I get when you're like waiting for a show to come on, like Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, you're like, right, it's coming at 9 a.m. I'm ready. I'm here for it. And it just doesn't. Then it's kind of like, well, is it coming or is it not coming? Are you going to upload it later tonight at 4 p.m. like you sometimes randomly do? I get it. I'm sorry. I love you guys. I understand. I do. I'll fix
So
it.
Gordon Ramsay, next time you better tell us.
I hate when they do that. It's so annoying. What time do you wake up in the morning?
Depends on what time the little man wakes up in the morning.
Yes, we wake up when the little man wakes up, and he wakes up pretty early. I would say anywhere between 6 and 7 a.m. we are up for the day. This morning it was 6:15. No matter what time we go to bed also. Like, we can go to bed at, his usual bedtime I would say is between 7 and 8. If he's having a rough evening and he had a very short nap, that means sometimes we're going to bed at 6:30 p.m. and he will still sleep until 6 or 7 a.m. Now, say we're having a night out, we're out and about and we don't get home till 9 and he doesn't go to bed till 9 a.m., or 9 p.m. I mean, he's still getting up at 6, 7 a.m. Just because he's up later does not mean he's sleeping in.
Every once in a while, he'll toss in at 8:30.
He's done it twice.
Wow.
Twice.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And we got to sit outside and have our morning coffee and hot chocolate, and which we still have, but
You wake up and you see daylight. You think, oh no, there's something wrong.
I did rip off the blanket. Yeah, high speed. Freaked out. What is your routine once Liam goes to bed? Do you want to elaborate on our routine?
Yes, it's reading. And certain nights when Gordon Ramsay is on, we watch Gordon Ramsay shows.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly it's reading or just getting caught up on stuff that we didn't get to do when little man was awake.
Yep.
Yeah.
The in-depth, detailed version of that is we put him down, we walk into the living room, we clean up the chaos that is all the toys, everything away. If it's a show night, we make our snacks, sit on the couch, we watch our show, which we have one show out right now. It's called Master Chef.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're currently watching. If not, like Larry said, we'll read. I wash my face, we'll take a shower. If we didn't shower in the morning, we shower in the evening, whatever. Shower, clean yourself. Brush our teeth, wash our face, lay in bed, listen to music on Pandora. Nice chill music. It's gonna be something like Harry Potter or Wonka.
Mm-hmm.
We love the noodle apple strudel song, and then the
Scrub.
scrub. Anyway, so like cozy music, yeah, stuff like that, and then we go to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Or I do a crossword puzzle.
Yeah, crossword puzzle too. I'm in the newborn phase, baby born 4 days ago. Best advice, prayers. Congratulations! Oh my God!
You got this.
Yeah. My advice though is I remember when I brought Liam home, I cried. I didn't know how to use the boob pump. Oh guys, I had the meltdown. Obviously very excited, but it comes with its struggles as you're a first-time mom. But my advice is going to be like, you will figure it out. It will be okay. Deep breaths, one task at a time. Like, your baby just needs you to be present, needs you to feed her or him, clothe him, or, you know, like take care of your baby. Like, that's all your baby wants is you and to be taken care of. And everything else just kind of falls into place. Don't panic and freak out about the laundry and the dishes and all the things that are building up around you. I know that's another common one, feeling like you don't have enough time and that you're not doing enough, but you are doing enough. Being there for your baby and taking care of your baby is priority number one. And obviously fueling yourself, make sure you're hydrating, make sure you're eating. Ask your spouse or your significant other for help. If you don't have, you know, a significant other, maybe a friend, maybe your family members, don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. And just try to really soak in and enjoy that newborn phase. And when I look back, I wish I could take more time to just hold him and sniff him. And I know I did it, but I wish I would have. I was in such a rush to pick up my camera and get back to like the grind that I was I felt like I was hurrying. And I wish I would take that time to really slow down, but you're gonna do great. You're amazing.
There's plenty of books out there. I know it's kind of old-fashioned. And if you have to, you can Google. But just know that everybody's different. Every infant is different. So whatever information you get exposed to, use your common sense. Pick out the one that you're comfortable with, that in your mind you think, okay, that's the one I'm going to, and just do that.
Yes, there's also a lot of people, I kind of forgot about that, but you reminded me, that are going to have like outside opinions on what you're doing and how you're doing it, and you're doing it right or you're doing it wrong and this, that, and the other thing. But again, if you and your baby are well and taken care of, that's all that matters. And if there is something that going on, sometimes somebody will come forward with a valid concern. That is when you call your pediatrician and you talk to the doctor. I know that a lot of comments and concerns come out of good heart and concern, and that is wonderful. But always check with the doctor and the pediatrician. But just as a first-time mom, really try to soak it in, and it will be okay. It's exhausting in the beginning, but now Liam sleeps through the night. I look back at those old times. Oh my gosh, the sleep. It's like, how do you function without sleeping for a year? Okay, like how do you do it? You look back at parents, it's crazy. It's like you guys don't sleep. You're up 3-4 times a night, but now he sleeps through the night. You know, he's almost 2 years old and it's great. So
Get a
it gets better.
notepad, pen or paper, write it down. If you have 10 questions, that's what they're there for, that's why you're paying them. Ask them those 10 questions.
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna do great. And also congratulations, sending you a bunch of love and hugs, and enjoy every moment because they grow so fast.
You can do it.
So fast. You seem happier lately, and I love that. No question, just being you. Thank you. That was really sweet. I appreciate that. Even though the birth control tries to kill my soul.
Oh, it's not that bad.
I'm almost done with the birth control, guys. I think I have how many more days left? It is Sunday
3.
as we were sitting down to film this. You guys are seeing it Monday. I get to stop my birth control on Tuesday. It's my
Yes.
last pill. So how many more days is that? So I
I
have to
love
take it Sunday,
Tuesdays.
Monday, and Tuesday. I have 3 more days left on my pills, and then I have my doctor's appointment on Wednesday.
Not
It's
that
my
I was
first
counting.
appointment to prepare for the embryo transfer.
Yay.
I'm so excited. Not that Larry's counting yet. These
No,
poor boys, Liam and Larry. I don't know how you guys deal with me and Lexi. I hate birth control. It is the worst. I'm also glad to hear, but also sorry that I'm not alone with the whole birth control terrors. It is awful. There was somebody who said, Larry read me the comment. He was like, what did they say? She said, I couldn't take birth control because it turned me into a,
Yeah, it makes me nuts or something
makes
like
me
that.
nuts. Yeah. I was like, I feel that. That is, yes.
We feel it too.
I'm scared of Botox, but want it. Have you had Botox or have you considered it? I have not personally had it.
When you look like this, you don't use
Um,
you don't have any idea about it.
But I have considered getting it. So before my embryo transfer with Liam, so rewind several years back, I was gonna get it for my migraines, but then I was too close to Liam being transferred, that embryo transfer, and the clinic was like, yeah, no, you can't be doing Botox. So I'm still in a phase of like IVF, so I can't do it. The reason I want to do it is because of my migraines. So they would put it down here to like loosen up these muscles and then obviously help the muscles. I don't know where they put the needles, but I think it's all over your head or something. I don't know. But that is why I have considered getting them done. And yes, I would get it done.
And
due
she
to
hates
that.
needles.
And I hate needles, but I hate migraines worse, and they're debilitating, and it takes like 3 days for them to run their course, and sometimes medication doesn't work. So that's the one time that I would consider getting them. Ooh, summer bucket list.
Ooh. Skydiving.
You want to do that this summer?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You have somebody you're going to go with?
I have someone in mind.
I would naturally go with you, but I can't with
You-
an embryo
no,
transfer.
you can't
Who's
do
your
that.
person?
No, I don't know.
You have somebody in mind you don't want to mention their name? What's it start with?
You know him.
Does it start with a, I'm forgetting it. An M?
Nope.
No?
Mm-mm.
It's not a J, is it? Because he's
Mhm.
never going again.
Oh, it's a different J.
I'll figure it out. I don't know
Yeah,
who he's
she'll-
talking about.
she'll
I'll
figure
figure
it
it out like 2 hours later when we're laying in bed. Oh! My summer bucket list in our current living situation is just to enjoy and soak up the season for what it is. Get in the pool with Liam, play with water my garden.
Well, that's an everyday bucket list.
Yeah, it is, but like
What's that one thing?
this summer, if there was one thing that I could do,
Yeah.
go on a trip, that's not gonna happen.
Where do you want to go?
I'd like to go to a beach somewhere.
A beach.
Yeah, I just feel like
We're
like,
so far away from beaches, though.
No, I mean like an actual vacation though, where we're not at home. Like I
Yeah.
want to stay in like a little condo, or not a condo, but like a little something like our
Little-
Vero Beach when we
Yeah.
went to.
That's fun.
I loved that on the Atlantic side. I just want to get away and do something like that. Yeah, honestly, guys, the budget's tight. IVF is not cheap. You guys know that. Here I am. You guys ask a lot of time about financing and budgeting. So our budget is just not there to do that right now. It's more of like we're trying to budget to pay things off at the
Yeah.
moment.
And that's something you
So.
talk about before you jump into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We made the decision. We knew what it was going to be about. So we've got some things that we're trying to take care of first before we plan a trip like that. So it may not be this year, but it may be. It may be if we get things organized. We're working on it, but that's just the realistic, honest truth about it. And I think a lot of you guys can appreciate that because I'm sure a lot of us are in similar situations where life is expensive. Vacations are expensive. I've seen a lot of people talk about Disney vacation for a week for families that are out of state.
Man. Well, it's not just Disney. We're not picking on Disney.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
But I know for like a week's vacation in an Airbnb and like cabins, because I looked into it in the mountains, it's almost like, you know, $1,500 to $2,000 depending on where you want to stay for the week.
And in some places, you can't just go there for a day or 2 days or 3 days. They want you to book the whole week.
Yeah, that's where we stayed in Vero.
Yeah.
They want it Sunday through Sunday. So it makes sense though. I
Which
mean,
if you can do it, once you get there, it's great.
oh my gosh. Because I remember being like, I don't want to do a full week. I just want to do 4 days. And I'm like, why didn't we want to do a full week? Because this is the best ever.
Do a full week.
So nice, yeah. What has been bringing you joy lately?
He's asleep.
Liam brings us joy every single day. I would also just say taking it slow. Swimming, walking.
Being in Florida, there's usually a surprise. We missed it, but just a couple weeks ago, we had 2 peacocks walk through the neighborhood. Like, there's something you don't see every day. Well, at least we don't.
No.
No.
Do you think you'll ever get a dog? Love you. We love you too.
I've had a dog in the past. I like dogs. It's possible.
It is always possible. There are moments where I'm like, definitely not.
No, definitely not.
After some past experiences with
Yikes.
my grandmother's poor dog when he stayed here, I don't know. And we took him out constantly.
Yeah,
It's because he's a boy dog. He's middle-aged. He's 6. He's a little Maltese.
Yeah. He used to be a
Naughty
little
puppy.
imp, but now he's much better.
He peed all over this house.
He did.
All over the place. I'm like, you are a turd. You're being very naughty.
Well-
He pooped all over the place too. Even I would take him out. He would go, and he would run right back in 5 minutes later, and he would pee on something.
Be
and
out
I'm
there
like,
for
excuse
20
me.
minutes, wouldn't go. Thought, okay,
He was
well,
about to die.
yeah. As soon as he came in, he went.
Yeah,
Oh,
that made me never want to have a dog. But then as time goes on, I'm like, how cute would it be if like we did have a little doggy? And then I did research last night, like the best dogs that are great with kids and like emotional support dogs too. And Corgi came up for #1. And that is Larry's favorite dog is a Corgi. I also love the little long-haired dachshunds, but Corgi, I think they're so cute. So I feel like if we did get something, I mean, generally I love a German Shepherd. I love like the bigger dogs, but I don't feel like we have the space for like the dog to be able to free range and like run. We'd have to go to a park and make sure he's running out his energy.
we were on a vacation once and we stopped at a park and there was a guy that had an all-white German Shepherd that he was playing, throwing the ball and the dog would go and chase it. Just a beautiful dog. And that's the highlight of the vacation was seeing that dog playing in the park.
Yes, beautiful. So maybe one day, not while Lexi, our camera died. So we're back.
The
It may
battery.
look a tiny bit different. The battery died. Yes. I don't know where we left off with the doggy one, but it could happen. But I was saying not while Lexi roams this house at all. She doesn't share well, like living house situation with another animal. How is Liam sleeping now? Our little one is nearly 2 and we've hit a sleep regression.
That could happen.
Yes, I hope Liam does not hit the sleep regression, but I know there is
No.
many throughout.
He's had.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has had. But we're doing so good right now, guys. We're doing so good. So I'm hoping
Knock
it
on
stays
wood.
that way. We are sleeping through the night solid. He may wake up and fuss a little bit in the middle of the night, and that's usually because diaper change. So I'll wake up and I'll change his diaper maybe around 1 in the morning, but he hasn't really been doing that. It's been full all the way through, wake up between 6 and 7 a.m. and he is up for the day, sleeping through the night. Wishing you luck, sending you all the good energy, all the good vibes. Love, kisses, hugs, because I know sleep regressions are not fun.
It'll get better.
It will get better.
And if you're in a good spot now like we are, it could backtrack a little bit.
Yeah, we might be in a regression soon. He'll
Yeah.
be 2 in August, so we'll see. How do you stay positive with an age gap? My hubs is 18 years older and I feel short on time. It's a great question. Also sending you hugs. I understand that that's like a super valid fear. My outlook on life has changed dramatically. I've lost friends very young, so I don't look at it that way. Like I could die before Larry. We just don't know. And I there used to be a point in my life before Larry, even when I was young. I was in my late teens, early 20s, and I had a massive fear of people dying around me. And it used to consume me where I would cry. I would actually cry thinking about my parents dying and like people around me dying. And I was just living in this state of fearing people dying around me. And I'm like, at some point, I need to live in the moment, be thankful for the people around me, and try not to think too far ahead about what could happen and what may happen, because then I feel like you're taking away your joy and your love. All I'm trying to say is I just try to live in the moment and what we have now, and I'm so thankful for that. But again, like, I don't look at Larry and think, my God, he's gonna die before me. You don't know. So that is my advice, is try to just be hopeful that you guys are going to live a very long and happy life together, and it will be okay. What do they say? Death isn't but yet the next great adventure. Is that a Harry Potter quote? Oh, I don't really look at death that way. If somebody close to me dies, I'm going to be in misery. When do you have your embryo transfer? So we do have a date for it, but I've warned you guys, like in the past with these kind of things, is the dates can move based on your lining checks. So I will share the date. It is currently scheduled for June 25th.
Which is the second date that was picked.
Yes, which is the
So
second date.
it's already changed once.
It has already changed
so it
once.
could change twice or three times. Or...
It was originally June 21st with a different doctor, and I really wanted my doctor, but he wasn't available to do it until like late July, early August, and I was like, oh, I don't want to wait that long. So we just scheduled it for June 21st with a different doctor, and then my doctor became available. They were like, hey, do you want him to do it? And I was like, yes, please, absolutely, because he knows me quite literally inside and out, and I trust him. I like him. He's wonderful. I really want him to do it. And they were like, okay, well, he's available on June 25th. You want to do it? And I said, yes, please. So I'm hoping I pass my lining check, the first several checks, and everything is good and it doesn't get delayed. Because remember, every transfer that I've had, though, I think even with Liam and with this last one, I have been delayed and it's gotten moved. Like, my transfer date has been moved because I didn't pass the lining check on time. They are, however, giving me a different protocol. I'm doing an estrogen injection every 3 days, which I'm starting soon. And that is, I think, to help my lining thicken up, like much thicker, much fuller, quicker, maybe. I don't know. But we'll see.
I think it has to do with how well it's going to stick.
Yeah, the lining.
Once it gets there.
You want a nice, thick, fluffy lining. I think it can be too thick, though. I don't know. But it definitely can be too thin, and then the embryo doesn't have enough to, like, implant into, so.
Kind of like that old commercial with Downy. You know, the bottle falls down into that towel, and it just kind of, boing, stays. That's what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Favorite family meal to cook? Michelle from Australia. Hi, Michelle from Australia. Favorite meal to cook? Well, in this household, that's a little difficult just because a lot of us like different things in this household.
Vegemite.
Vegemite. We did try that once. I
And
wasn't a big fan.
We did it wrong,
We
though.
did do it wrong. We put way too much on.
Yeah.
What's your favorite meal in this household that I make? I know what it is now.
Yeah. The stew.
The stew.
Yeah.
Larry likes the stew. So in the crock pot, I do the
Slow cook with the veggies and the beef.
The beef, that's what it
Yeah.
is. The beef tips with beef meat, whatever, with the gravy, the beef
Gravy,
gravy, and carrots and the potatoes.
Peas, yeah, potatoes. Oh, yeah.
Those are not my favorite meals, but just because everybody likes it, that's what I would make generally because I know you like it. I like it. I'll eat it.
She likes the pizza.
I love pizza. You don't like pizza. I love tacos. Larry doesn't like tacos.
It's true.
I like spaghetti. Larry likes spaghetti, but we have to have different kinds of spaghetti because Larry likes tomato sauce plain. I like marinara sauce with like mushrooms and a little bit of red pepper flakes. Larry can't have that. So
I had a bad experience with dinner the other night.
he did.
Had
in the
nothing to do with the restaurant. Matter of fact, the stuff that I couldn't eat at the restaurant because of my problem, I had leftovers the next night.
And he ate them perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
it was
That
fine.
that error happens. It's not an error. Like, that situation happens to you. I think it's happened to you twice since I've known you. 3 times.
Yeah.
Twice since I've known you,
Once
though.
at work and 2 times at restaurants.
Yeah, it's just like the food, I think, stacks up to here and you can't swallow it.
Yeah,
And
I
then
don't
me
know.
ends up.
It's something to do with hiatal hernia and acid reflux, and I don't know the inner workings or what's not working, but it happens. And once I'm done, I'm fine. But it's just
that unfortunate.
Yeah. But generally, even though I just think too, like we were raised in different like eating environments. Like I was raised eating a very wide variety, I feel like, and I think yours wasn't as wide.
Wasn't as wide, not as good.
Yeah, so I think it was just, I don't know. I think that plays a role too, but then he definitely has health tummy issues that limits him. Like, ah, guys, I'm getting into the tummy issue zones where maybe I shouldn't be eating spicy things. Dairy. We'll see. Next question is, what is your favorite season of Bridgerton? So, we're both fans of Bridgerton.
Yes.
My favorite seasons? I don't know. Hard to pick. First and third for me.
I was going to say the first and third.
Yeah.
There were parts of the second that I really enjoyed. I thought it was great writing. But I think the first and the third are my favorites.
What are your favorites? Let us know down below. What is your favorite season or seasons of Bridgerton? Speaking of little one, he may be getting up from his nap. So we'll see. We might be coming to a close on this. How much do we have left? There's still a ton of questions. There's probably like 8 questions. What is something that y'all do for yourselves individually that helps with your mental health?
Read. Yeah.
So that's a good one for me too. I also stay off the internet entirely. I don't consume it. I don't consume what's going on Instagram, the news, on YouTube. I just put my phone down, walk away, do whatever I'm doing, and live my life.
For me, it used to be TV or the internet. Now it's books.
Going to books, to read, yeah.
And sometimes I like to go out and find a bookstore. I found a great one not too far from here that I'm definitely going to go back to. But that's part of the fun, is looking for a good book without any pre-thought of what I'm going to look for, and then finding it and being able to get it and read it.
Yeah. I just say unplugging for me. Getting in the pool, swimming, watering my plants, doing things that I just enjoy and that are slow, like slow living. So you know, people refer to it as slow living, and that's really what I've grown into. Somebody said earlier in this Q&A, like, you seem so much happier now. And you know, I'm going through stuff obviously, but I'm also making a conscious effort to slow down and unplug myself, like detach myself. Like, I'm just trying to live my life and focus on what we're doing, you know, in the family life. That sounded like a toot. That was the chair. I moved in the chair. I don't know if you heard that. Okay. But like, we didn't used to have this at the palm of our hand, and the constant distraction and the scrolling and all of that. And, you know, I just think limiting it and then getting yourself up and outdoors and cooking and playing and swimming and hiking and, you know, sitting down to watch a show or reading a book and just doing the things that you love and enjoy. So that would be the mental health, like things that I do and things that I don't do, such as this goes bye-bye.
Always stuff to trim back, or always weeds to pull to.
Yeah.
So.
I pulled weeds for an hour yesterday.
Yeah.
I loved every minute of it.
She was a weed pulling machine.
Yeah, I also came to the realization that pulling weeds in Florida is so much easier than pulling weeds up north, because it's just sand. Like, it just comes right out. I think he is awake. I think we're gonna have to cut this short by, like, how many questions left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 questions we're missing, guys. We got to get the little man. He is up from his nap.
Mr. Owl, how many questions does it need?
This is a really long one too, so hopefully, you know, it's good, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and spending a long amount of time with us. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let us know if you want us to do more videos like this in the future. I know a lot of you love the Q&As. I know a lot of you prefer the vlogs. It's kind of like a good mix, but Q&As have always been a part of our channel, so doing the Q&As. All right, guys, we love you. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
It's casual. We didn't almost just knock over the drinks. Now,
Not we.
my only concern, I take partial credit for your errors. More husband and wife. We didn't knock it over, you did, but we also take credit. Okay, so my only concern is praying to God that we are in focus and not the background. Now, I can hit the defocus background and just hope that we will stay in focus because we're closer. I just hope that it stays focused on both of us. What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I also can tell that the candles that are on the bottom are not in focus. Does it need to be like lifted up on my end a little bit? I think it's a smidge crooked. It needs to come up just a smidge.
All right, down at the bottom. Nope, no help. No, we don't need anything.
Do that. There, now we have candles too. Okay, I think that's good. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Please be in focus. Please be in focus. Please be in focus as I move it again. Okay, that's good. Grabs yourselves. The June book.
June bug.
The June book. Genuinely, not generally. I'm scared of Botox, but want to. No, we just have to turn that way a little bit because you're gonna be caught out.